On this basis, then, Michael Schumacher is a typical Formula One driver. But the man who talks to him on the radio during races, Ferrari Supremo Ross Brawn, thinks he's anything but typical.
Certainly, to my mind, he's the best driver in Formula One at the moment. There's no doubt about that.
So what then is Schumacher's magic ingredient?
And Michael Schumacher has been left at the start.
At the Spanish Grand Prix a few years ago, he got to the first corner in 6th place, and then he proceeded to show the world why he earns £67,000 a day.
You very often see it in the wet, because in the wet the car has a lot less grip. And that's where you need to get closer to the limit. That's where the skill really shows. A corner will last 2 or 3 seconds, and he can be making 5 or 6 corrections during that 2 or 3 seconds. If he's a tenth of a second too slow, the car will be out of control.
Just watch the way his car shimmies. He's coming round these corners.
He's driving the car almost over the limit, but he's bringing it back with each correction. Maybe he goes in a little bit too quick, he brings it back again, tries to push it again, brings it back again. The staggering thing about Michael is that he can function as a Formula One racing driver, and then he has his spare capacity on top of that to think about the race, to think about what's going on around him. Sometimes he'll come on the radio. It's like you and I having this conversation. You would think he was sat next to you, not doing anything.
And Schumacher goes through.
On the contrary, I've worked with drivers, and it's, they're just about coping with what they're doing. There's no spare capacity. And that's the difference between him and other mortals.
How can you feel that you've gone around a corner faster? What does it feel like?
You feel the car on the edge.
What does that feel like?
You feel the car on the edge.
What does that feel like?
You have the feeling for the optimum. It's a knowledge I have when the car is maximum.
And Schumacher is there with a clear track ahead of him by nipping through on the inside.
And you can feel that. You can feel in the car. You're half a mile an hour faster and you're going to crash.
I say it's probably 1,000th of a second.
And Michael Schumacher wins the Spanish Grand Prix.
Frankly, Michael made the rest of the field look like monkeys. Now, part